about the Palos Spectre versus Raven Slark? How does the late game matchup work?
Like,
Bad?
Slark is also like one of the Silver Edge carriers.
There's a reason why he's considered one of the best captains. There's a reason why he's called Bosku as well, right? And I do like the call right now a little bit more. I'm interested to see what's going to happen now with this lane.
Into the Slark for now, as there's going to be a Pounce top lane. There is a Cookie and a Scatter Blast down bottom as well. They're getting that kill onto Disruptor, but Tino diving underneath this tower. It'll be the second stack of permanent agi there for Raven.
Palos, is he just going to die to the transfer down bottom? They don't have an arrow.
Oh, no, they do.
They just hit him. They just hit him with the arrow. The body blocks don't come out, but the leap to try to get a little more attack speed. Palos will fall to Tims pretty much alone. The transfers were there for a little bit of extra damage, but Bosco doesn't even bother. They tip him as well. They glimpse back Tims. Okay. Tims is okay to die for this.
How big of a lead that Bob's able to get, how oppressive he can be, especially if Tims decides to stick around. Careful though. Carl used Swashbuckle onto the wave, which means he doesn't have it now.
And he dies
for it.
I think it was the flame break damage that ended up killing him off, as Tims does get a counter kill here, but it's a good start for Bob, and he got the experience out of it.
When you can't do that, I mean, your best bet is just at least trading 1-for-1. At least he's able to do that as mid lane. Bob baiting here.
That's Firefly. He tried to flame break that away, but instead he got hit by the arrow. Is Bob really going to die here? Oh, Bob. He thought he could get away with a cheeky flame break play. XD! Wow. Even Carl realized that was a weird play.
But I mean, it's fine. They're having fun.
Well, what if she never gets level 6? Solved.
Exactly. Not an issue here so far for Blacklist Rivalry, who are going to now put some more pressure into the mid lane as Carl is killed off. A nice toss back there from Shanks will secure it.
Bob, he doesn't have the playing lasso any longer. We're chasing after Tims. Shanks might go up to the high ground.
XD, the tip back.
Oh, but it's full caps this time.
It is.
That's a more serious XD. And
Carl with the 3 Haas. Okay.
They need vision though, the Spectre.
No, you don't. You just roll.
Just roll? Can always
roll, brother, roll.
That's a really premature roll. Oh, maybe with the kisses, they kill Carlo. And Palos is still farming this lane.
Bob?
Interesting choice. Mortimer's kisses hurt Palos a fair amount, as Carl has now found Palos.
Where's Cuckoo?
But Carl might just die under this tower. Someone help Carl? No? Carl's going to try to TP. They have anything to cancel this. They have mana for lasso, but they didn't have the time to make it to him.
Of course, they did just run bottom, so AU has returned alongside Tims.
Yeah. They're going to find Palos now with a cookie. Scatter Blast already been used. As well, the arrow. Short range, though, so only getting some damage, but that's going to work out to kill off the Spectre, as the counter initiation is here. It's going to be Bob, and he's hoping to finish off AU. Not the best trade, but at least you made something out of Palos' life.
Maybe that's where you can rely on Cuckoo for him to do a little bit more tower damage. We shall see, but for now, it's Execration who'll make an aggressive play on the Blink reveal.
Dark Pact, I think, got used. No, and didn't get used in time, which means Static Storm will now cancel this Slark. Raven's dead. AU will try to TP, and he will not be successful, as I think it was Avalanche that canceled it?
I think it was Glimpse. Do we continue trying to hunt the Spectre? Do we go back and defend the tower and chase the Spider? You know, he's still finding a bit of impact here. Or will Carlo just die?
Carlo will just die. They also kill his courier on top of that, adding insult to injury here.
But the tower goes down top.
Yes, which is finally Tino's job has been completed. 17 minutes in, not the ideal timing for a Broodmother, but
it's bottom.
Some recovery. Bottom lane, like you said, they're going for Bob. Bob, Ho, is too strong against fire. He's actually playing around the high ground very perfectly, and Carl could get in trouble. Has a swashbuckle ready though to get away just in case. But Shank is here to cancel it. Yeah, Carl's in a difficult position now. They got the avalanche toss as well.
No.
Don't need. The haunt will finish him off. Carl's down. There's the 50-50 man we knew, as they also catch Tims, 2 dead, and perhaps a third as AU is being glimpsed back into the kinetic field. That was Carl leading the whole team into a crazy push.
Look at the amount of ult chat in here.
Classic Yuna.
And then some more, I presume, Tagalog. I can only assume it's Tagalog.
Or maybe just play on the BKB on Slark. We already hear a lasso. That's going to be for the Pango. Static Storm. There's no way to get out of this one.
Double dust.
But they have the damage. They do.
And the detection, most importantly this time. They won't let it slip away from their hands. And by the time that Carl respawns, you'll have another Shadow Step anyway. So, of course, it's just really efficient usage. However, Blacklist.
He has BKB, so it's going to be the reveal here. With Mortimer's Kisses, they're trying to go for a simple kill on Shanks.
Arrow, Carlo.
The arrow was really good, actually. Mate, set up for a second kill here. More agility for Raven, but he doesn't have the pounce. No axe just yet, and now Tims is the one in trouble. As a Broodmother and a Batterer are chasing after her. Now the Haunt as well. Everything committed for Tims, and next to the Glimpse, he will die. Raven activates BKB, but he's on the retreat here. They're going for just Prophet as well. And it needs to be a TP from Raven as Bosku gets sent back with a flame break, but nothing to cancel that TP.
Palos no longer has the Haunt. He's only playing now with Shadow Step.
Right.
That being said, it's still very effective if it's only onto you, Carl.
Yes, but Carl is a roll-up. Now the Rolling Thunder. And he goes, let's go for Shanks. The TPs are coming. It's Bosku first. He'll trust Bosku to join him, but the pipe is saving Shanks from most of the damage right now. In fact, Bosku, he might have just been baited by Carl. Bosku's in trouble, so is Carl. He's sending the Static Storm. The cookie is not going to help him in time. Bosku's already fallen. Carl in that Static Storm tries to get a shield crash, a little bit damage reduction out. He is tanking a fair amount as the reinforcements are here by Blacklist Rivalry, hoping to save the mid laner, but they won't be good enough. The dispersion is actually what gets him there.
Ravens feels like he can still fight. I don't know.
He tried to take a support down, but instead he got sent back thanks to the glimpse. Tims will die in his stead. And now, with the cookie trying to fight against Palos head on, Blade Mill activated. He can no longer do this, and a toss cancels his last TP from AU. Shanks never actually left a fight. Blacklist Rivalry, they can't quite find the right fights to take.
I don't know what it is. It was a really strong start as well from Blacklist that might have kind of, you know, led them astray. But yeah, now they're going to be...
the dark pack gets used. That was a perfect lasso timing.
If he can be a little bit more stand your ground and fight type of carry. By the way,
Raven,
speaking of calculating fights, Blacklist are like, we're not scared of Aegis. In we go.
And we go.
The pounce.
Yeah, but he has two now.
We have two.
That's why you get the double. Oh, okay, Carl gets saved by the Force Staff. Okay, no triple pounce. Unfortunately, that's why you don't miss the first one. And now they toss Carlo in place. Not great. Rolling Thunder plus roll up.
Okay,
and keep Carlo stunned. Someone kill Carlo, please. There we go. He's finally down. Haunt has been committed though, but not much damage going down. Nice avalanche. Bosku, he could be in trouble now. And he's quite slow. He needs the TP to really get away. Lasso's been used as well on the Pangolier, but Bob is suffering a lot of damage here from the cases, and now Raven as well, thanks to the pounce. Will kill Bob. It's working in Blacklist's favor now. Shanks is the next target, it seems like, but he's quite tanky. Raven, however, gets the pounce, has extra and shit, and that's dead Shanks. Very good.
And this is what Slark wants. It does feel like 19, 20 is that kind of break point on Raven. Essence. He's up to 26. He can easily kill this spider. He's going to smash it like you try and smash spiders, except he's actually going to kill it.
Yes, yes, yes. Everyone knows the natural enemy of spiders is fish. And maybe spiders are a little bit too slippery. Armadillo catches her. We're watching a really weird episode of Discovery Channel as Tino finally loses his life.
Oh, Palos is in?
Palos is
you madman.
Why? Oh, because he can actually kill Carl.
Because he can kill him.
He's too strong.
No,
the clip sent him away. He saved Carl.
Oh, no.
Where's the tip, Carl? You need to tip him now. This is a golden moment, Carl. XD in the chat, please. Oh, that is a dead Palos. And a really bad fight for Execration because they're going to lose
45 essence, by the way. Arrow whips, that's
He's
fine.
dead. That doesn't matter. There's a pounce ready. Palos, okay, maybe they miss everything.
Bob's here? What the heck?
This fight is going on.
Oh, no, Shanks.
They have no chill. Shanks is joining along. They have a toss. Palos is dead.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's the tip by Carl. And the pounce pitch perfect. Shanks will just be the last sacrificial lamb in this engagement. 10 agility for the Slark.
54 stacks of essence there. He's now losing them very quickly, of course.
Oh, Bob got caught as well.
Oh,
round. He has no firefly.
I can't believe this.
There's no way Bob dies here, right? Carl, 4 seconds. He only has roll up, though. They're going to let him go.
No, I think they're going to find Carlo.
Oh, well, they hit him with Wrath of Nature. I guess it's a start.
The Tiny.
Carl? He's committing to his Rolling Thunder this time. Swashbuckle as well. Shield crash in place. And that's almost a check. Saved by the pipe for now. Shanks out of mana. The counter initiation's here. Carl is going to be sent back under the tower. But he does have Swashbuckle to survive for now. He has 2 Spectre Illusions onto him. Spectral Dagger as well. Mortimer Skins to cover his escape. As Raven fights Spectre head on. Realizes this Spectre's a little bit too strong. Raven just trying to get a little bit of space here. Carl's already dead. The Avalanche also stops this retreat here from Blacklist Rivalry's Palos. Has to get the next kill. It's going to be on Tims, it seems like. So only supports here for the guys of Execration, and of course that initial Carl kill that was so valuable for them.
That last fight is played out for them. Once again, they get Palos back into the driver's seat as Blacklist Rivalry, they initiate down bottom and do force the battle. Hold on, I thought they're on a Slark.
Yeah, he has BKB, but no pounces. 4 more seconds for that pounce. Dark packs preemptively. Now gets hit with a Spectral Dagger. The pounce is finally here. They toss the creep to get vision over him. And they do! That's gonna work!
Wow!
What a play! What a play there by the Tiny. I think the Essence Shift talent is ridiculous.
I don't think it does because it says only Shadow Dance. Hold that thought, I think we're gonna fight.
Yeah, it's just Shadow Shadow Dance. It's not Death Strike. Yeah.
You knew where I was going with that. Good leap away from Tims.
Rolling Thunder.
That's 4-1.
Okay, they glimpse someone into the Static Storm. They could kill Imrana with this, and Carlo still surviving. They don't hit him with the last Rolling Thunder pin. Swashbuckle also misses Carlo to the high ground. Carlo somehow still alive as Carlo trying to finish off his doppelganger. Instead, they got the lasso with Raven. Carlo is stronger than Carl. The extra letter is making him unkillable here.
Carlo's still alive, too.
He's up on the high ground. He's cosplaying a ward. Carlo finally gets him. But it's just not good enough. He might die for this. The Tiny's keeping in control. Tino's just hitting him as much as he can. They must the Vice. That's going to be a dead Pangolier. I cannot believe how long Carlo survives that.
I mean, that's just, it's such a good fight there for Execration, isn't it? Once again, the Rolling Thunder not perfectly positioned. Shoutouts to Carlo as well, who does die in that.
Oh, they got Bosco too.
Oh no.
That's going to be your last poor dead here. That's going to be a free Roche unless...
No, he's dead.
They have Yules. Look, Spectre doesn't even commit to this. That's the sign of disrespect. She goes back to the Roche and just lets the illusion do the trick with the help of the Batrider. Bob is going to kill him.
It has to be something for him.
No, they didn't command the Shadow Step. Okay.
No, it's Palos who gets the kill. If they have detection.
No, see, it's just the illusion again. Oh, no, it's 2 cores, guys. They can't buy dust.
No, it's impossible.
Doesn't show up in the shop for them. Now they know, actually. Blacklist Rivalry is going to take advantage of the fact that there's no Bob here, so they're going to try to fight here. Let's see if it works out. For now, it's Bosco tanking a fair amount of damage. AU finally dies in the top lane, and Bosco has been left alone. He's dead. Marana is now been stuck with the Yule Scepter. They get the toss, they get the bash, now the Abyssal. She's dead. And so does Carl. Turn into a pig, now turn into a set of ham. Raven finally joins in, but we already got a ham. Can we get a pairing of Sushi here as well? Raven will get the kill. The Shark looking nice. Carlos, he does get the kill. Now he BKBs. He tries to get away. Bob nearby. Bob still has vision and extra movement speed as well. Has the Yule Scepter. Raven just used a Dark Pact, and it seems like Bob should have seen this. Flame break back. Oh, where's the Yules? Oh, there's a Spectre instead. Avalanche. There we go. Finally, the pairing of Sushi we're looking for. Raven tries to get enough distance to pounce, but it's on cooldown, which means Blacklist Rivalry will be losing every single one of their heroes one by one.
Apollo, I mean, he's massive now. He is absolutely huge. He got Butterfly before that fight even kicked off, and it just feels about impossible for the Slark to actually fight mano a mano there.
That could be the option here. We'll see how crazy he is. Carl goes in. Rolling Thunder. He knows he can't catch anyone but Palos, who, by the way, has an Aegis for 60 more seconds, so maybe this was a little bit mistimed. He's not going to die even a single time, though.
I mean, they do annoy him. Oh, Gleipnir's up for Bosco as well. So double root. In comes this next root if they maintain vision, and they don't, unfortunately, so no follow-up here.
The range racks are falling to catapults.
Yes, they have not cleared the catapults. I think it's going to die. Yep, okay.
That's mana increase for the catapults.
And also a free kill onto Raven.
Wow.
Yep. Okay, that's
game. There we go.
GG. Okay, that's how this one ends.
All right, guys.
I think the mid game is pretty all in on the Slark. This Tusk and Centaur don't look too convincing to me against Execration heroes.
But you know, the joy now is to be found by Blacklist Rivalry, who have found Palos in the bottom lane. They go for a really surprising
He's shifting though.
Oh no.
He do be shifting.
Palos is shifting, but can they shift gears? Oh, maybe. Yeah, Bosco didn't get hit by the tower long enough, so nobody's going to die. Wow. But Palos will shift himself into safety.
What a balanced hero, huh?
It's level 1 attribute shift. It's kind of, it's the fault. What is AU doing?
What are you talking? He literally got smoked by
round 2, says AU.
Oh, maybe he'll get him.
Oh, he'll get it. Thunderstrike. Oh, go! Oh! Yeah! AU! Get the
is the tips. Let him rain down. Bosco tips Palos. There it is.
So someone on sticks. That's the phrase, which means I am gonna beat you up. Coserte a palos.
Really?
Yeah, which is why it's so appropriate for the carry.
That's very cool. Tino. He's getting stitched apart.
Yes, Tim's got some stitches there. Some magical stitches from Bob.
And so does Tino as well. That's going to be the first permanent stack of Agi. Even getting the Fortify out. Now, Bob does not have a single point in the Diabolic Edict, but he still does nuke the waves incredibly quickly.
Yes.
So the wagon doing a bit of work here.
Maybe with a Walrus Punch, they have a setup. They still have the kinetic field. Snowball, a little bit more damage from the strike. The slows are good. The Bob is fighting back, actually. Thanks to the bottle. He's keeping himself alive. The Scatter Blast will finish him off.
Huge
after the telekinesis catches 3, but they once again lack the damage. Fate Bolt in a second for Carlo. AU keeps his distance, making sure not to get Fate Bolted, and Carlo dies without securing that second kill.
As mid lane, there is a snowball under tower. Telekinesis is still going to stun up the Rubik if he interrupts it. However, the counter kill is going to happen in exchange, so it'll be a 1-for-1 and a much better trade there for Execration, indicated by Carlo's tip.
Yeah, Apollo's in the bottom lane though. This could secure this kill as there's no TPs ready to save him. However, he has attribute shift. He's also a Morphling, but he gets glimpsed back into the hook stop. They missed that combo. And now they just need one more stun to keep him in place. Actually, he just took too long to attribute shift.
He did. I like that from him last game.
Oh, Palos.
He got the shift off again though.
He also the host stopped hit him. So that's going to help. But maybe they have enough damage even through that attribute shift. He's still stuck in the shards. They commit the Stampede.
Wow.
Now the Mortimer's kisses, so this deters any sort of Execration aggression, and finally Palos will die.
If in a little bit, but already starting to come into his own form here.
Bosco being sent back. He's going to die to that toss back.
Great
Shanks
toss.
and Tino, too scary. But Glimpse might punish Shanks for this play as Raven joins in. Thanks to the Dark Pact, he guarantees his skill. 4 agility stacks now as Mage Slayer just got finished.
And probably soon Depth Shroud he'll pick up at some stage this game in order to aid his survivability. Speaking of survivability, Tino really showing that off now. Does not have Pipe, didn't have the mana for it, but you can see he's still quite a tanky spider.
He did kill AU almost by accident there, as Tino is playing in this set of trees. They're going to have to break him. Now with a tag team, they're going to be able to break him instead.
Someone's, I like to call it passing the baton, as I think they're going to pass through Shanks here real quick. Ooh, good blink out though.
Very, very good. But Raven, he's not done.
No, he's
Shanks
not.
gets Glimpse back. They just needed vision of
timing.
That was very good timing. And another nice pounce by Raven. Shanks might die here. However, in the backlines, we do see Carl tanking 3 heroes. Thanks to his BKB, he's still alive for now. Actually, those ice shards stolen by Rubik will curse Carl and keep him in place. Even with Stampede and BKB committed, they cannot save him.
I know Caltrops were very popular in the European planes. Oh, hold on.
Bosco.
Good stun.
Seemed like he just wanted to annoy him. Yeah, that's
Spinner
the X.
snare.
That's a little bit annoying. Carl's forced back to BKB, but Raven wants to fight. And thanks to the Mage Slayer, they're really reducing his damage. Level 2 kisses might just be enough. Bob dies. That's it without a Scotty on Raven.
Palos is here though. He's got BKB.
Shadow Dance Palos with the BKB turns into Tusk, but there's a Stampede to disengage. They had this plan from the start. Carl doesn't get hit by the snowball stun. Bosco gets saved by the cookie. And Blacklist rivalry, they have the high ground advantage now, which means they can still go for it. Hook Stomp though gets avoided telekinesis, stopping Bosco. And now he's stuck in the web. Like a fly in the web, what will they kill first? The Warrens, it seems like he's going to be Lunge, though they have Desert as well. No, because they're fighting back. Lunge is fighting back. Raven wants to kill the Morphling, and Palos will die as a result. Static Storm surprising him. Carlo now gets sent back with a Glimpse. Flying fish everywhere, but Carlo will die as a result.
It's Pipe of Insight now, 4 staff, 4 Cuckoo. I think that's an item Built likes to go for.
Look at Raven go.
Wow.
He's hunting Bob right next to his tower, and he might just kill him.
Oh yeah,
Scotty with Mage Slayer, there's not enough healing on Bob. They send him back with Glimpse. He's stuck in the kinetic field. Another kill on Bob. As Static Storm
Raven wants to fight more.
Gets Carlo, and Raven will finish him off.
Yep, that's 34 stacks of essence, so there's no way he was backing down from that fight.
This will make very difficult for, honestly, Bob to heal. And talk about Bob, Bob's dead.
Yep. He's just getting caught out now. I mean, he is not tanky enough to lift the... Well, specifically, he really doesn't have enough damage to deal with the Slark, which is, I think, normally not what he's used to.
And you does fall at least. Tim's is the next target.
Raven's in.
Raven is in. Did he actually shout that stone? Just to call back for now. He's going for the supports first, gathering as much essence as he can. Now he could be in trouble, has to heal. Tim's is also in trouble. Death Shard has been used, and that's not going to save Tim's, who put himself out of position with a 4-staff. He's just trying to gain as much space as possible. He won't succeed. Now they root up the Slark. Raven has to Dark Fight himself to safety. Bosco's also running away with a haste rune. In the web he goes. Raven wants to join him.
And, sorry, Lesh also, Bob has a 9-second BKB. So 2 pretty big items that they're smoking in on, as there goes Bosco, finding the spinner snare. And the stun. Toss back.
Bosco might be in trouble now, Bob.
Oh, look at the damage.
BKB, so he avoids Static Storm for now, but they did force the BKB with the Walrus Punch. They keep him in place.
Bob's
And look at
in
the
trouble.
Slark going for him. He's still slowed by the Scotty. He's not healing that much. Mortimer's kiss might not be hurting him. Finally, the BKB ends. They have a chance, but they're going for Rubik first. Carl wants to get away.
Bob is
does
dead.
not want to get stuck here with the Morphling. And unfortunately, Carl will get stuck there dead.
Oh, Bosco.
They sent Bosco in, but that was a really awkward initiation as he's trying to run away. Tim's, why are you griefing your boss? Tim's just sent him to his death.
Oh no. I'm kind of in that camp as well, but of course these stats are still very well utilized on the Slark.
As they send Centaur back yet again. This time Tim's can make up for this. Oh no, they're going to snowball him again.
Onto Bob.
There's only one way to go, and that's further in.
He's tanking though.
And apparently that's going to lose Bosco's life.
Okay.
As Carl's forced back to the BKB, saved by the cookie. They even stole Stampede here on the Rubik.
I actually kind of think it's a mistake for you to snowball in more than one hero onto the Lesh. That's going to reveal the smoke gank. And here's Carlo as well to do even just that. Whoa, Raven. Madman.
Yeah, he wants to go for the supports first. Fighting the Morphling instead. Not the ideal target. He did use the Shadow Dance already.
He doesn't have
going to
Lincoln.
die. He does not. There's the Stampede. That's Rubik's, though. And that might put AU in a difficult position. Might have to drop Static Storm. No, he dies before he can. TP from Carl. They're stuck in the spinner snare again. Tim's trying to get out. Maybe helping out Bosco instead. Tried to swallow him and gulp away.
There's another pounce.
Another Stampede steal, so he can keep it for longer as Bosco used it to try to get himself to safety. But instead, he'll find himself surrounded and killed. Oh no, Blacklist once again losing the plot a little bit here in these initiations. The other heroes can also get rooted, but the duration is going to be the same. It's going to last for the same time. So why do you keep walking into it? Multiple heroes. I don't really understand.
Hold on, we're fighting. There's a Hex on the Raven.
Oh, the Raven there as well.
Raven.
Save Raven.
The cookie.
They have the show. That's his time. And the Force as well.
But they've leashed him.
They have leashed him. He has Death Strike on top of him. He's healing a lot. They managed to kill the Rubik perhaps? No. Carl went in like crazy and instead he's just going to get pummeled on his own. Okay. Carl's dead.
He has buy-die, but it's getting really bad. Now, GG, oh, it's well played. Okay.
Just a well played. Just a well played.
Sorry, I got really scared.
Yes. They sent a creep over. They want to at least punish this Shanks. And with a pound, they should be able to. But the damage, unfortunately, is not high enough yet.
The Yules actually saves Shanks.
Yes, it does.
Okay, not a bad item there. Once you consider that Morph obviously make that Slark cannot gain Essence Shift stacks. There he goes, though.
He is. The Aegis still has 1 minute and 33 seconds. Trying to get rid of it first. Another Hex for Bosco, but Bosco's a little bit tankier. They can stand with a cookie. Bosco, he knew that he could survive this.
What a man.
They even glimpsed like the Morphling. Okay, this might be his first life now. Palos tries to shift. First life gone. 17 attribute shift stacks, Essence shift stacks for the Slark. And a Static Storm gets set up. There's no big chance because there's an Axe, but they do same with a Force Staff. Now the Walrus Punch. Carl's back to fight. Carl wants to get rid of this Morphling. Palos is dead. And Blacklist rivalry. They want to get the Broodmother's head. Tino sent back to his grave.
Shout out to that little ping. Palos pings. Tusk has returned. Indeed, he has there.
The smoke and a bunch of webs being spun so they can find this area.
On Bosco.
Yeah, Bosco I think meant to do this because he does Force Staff unless he gets tossed back. There's the Force Staff used. Carl finds Bob first. Bob, hard here to kill, but now it starts on him. They save him with a shard. Now the BKB used, but Bob's still slow with a Scotty. Bob, he goes invisible, and apparently he's
don't have detection.
They don't have detection.
Wow.
Carl didn't die to Palos though, and that's round 2 for Raven. And they send the Tusk in. Palos did get stunned, managed to get forced as a safety. Still trying to kill Carl. The snowball's being set up. The whole stuff as well, and Palos is dead. They did get him.
He bought back.
He did buy back, but Blacklist rivalry. They're going to have to deal with this more for a second time. Can they do so? Will they just retreat? Tim's trying to TP. He is retreating, and he will succeed as they don't have vision over him. Bosco might not be so lucky, though. Tries to get some space, the Havoc Hammer, but unfortunately, Bosco is as good as dead.
Okay. We'll see if they committed here for the first pair of barracks. Looks unlikely. Yeah. But Bob staying alive. Unbelievable. The Trickster's Cloak of all things, Avo.
Probably not. They're probably going to let 2 lanes go. Unless... never mind. Spoke too soon. Raven has no chill. He's going for the Morphling. Wants to force his time back. There's a Stampede committed as well. Palos gets saved by the Force Staff. And Raven has to change targets. Once again, though, invisibility saves Bob.
They need sentries. They need sentries down here to try and defend. Bob is way too confident up here.
Yes,
Raven,
he is.
It can fight. He's got 25 stacks of essence. He just needs to see his target.
Yeah, there's the Shadow that's committed, so they can't quite stun him. But they do get him with a couple of area stuns. Palos like they think Static Storm. They're really going to come into Bob. Bob, though, he's not going to die. It starts turning into a pig, and the Slark is going to go to him. There's going to be a second Slark life. Will he commit it now, or will he wait for Carl? Probably Carl.
I think now you just chill. They've already gotten what they want for it. There's a stolen Stampede, so they're just going to get out as well. They are. Yeah. They are, but Execration, they've never gone to a game 3 in their 4th series. We'll see if they do it now as they jump Raven.
Raven did get a dark backed off, so that Hex is going to be immediately dispelled. The Snowball with some help as well. Death Shard, no, it was actually the Shadow Dance that got used first. They're going for Palos, but he's not going to die. BKB did get spent. They glimpse him back. Static Storm. They don't use it. They won't commit it just yet because it's his first life, of course, on Palos.
Whoa, Raven.
They saved him. Raven went a little bit hand, but he's saved by the Dark Pact as well. Now Palos turned into a Slark. They hit him with a cookie, but now he body blocks Tims. That's being bad for Tims, who might just kill himself. They have to commit it here, and they're hoping to kill the Morphling at least once, but they lack the damage. Raven didn't want to commit for this, and he's going to live through this. Like I said, still his first life, finally gone. Motormerskis is committed, but you're out of resources for round number 2. And round number 2 is going to hurt a lot. As Palos seems unkillable here.
And that is, okay, there's at least a fortify, but they're really setting up to take down this thing.
There's a heart on Bosco, so he's not going to go down easily this time. They also send a Slark like crazy. They surprise the Morphling. Palos is dead. He didn't shift for that stun. And of course, the help from the Bloodthorn is what stopped the shift there. As Bob, Thunderstruck, He still tries to hit Bosku. He's trying to finish off the enemy offlaner. Take by the cookie. Bosku's not going to die. Look at the Snapfire Go trying to slow down this Bob, but he's not going to be able to kill him. As as Tino, by the way, hits him for a second and retreats.
Tino holding the high ground here, still has the scythe.
I don't know if you want to fight into this.
Morphling is back. He's TPing for the outpost.
Shit, that was a really good avalanche. Bob might just kill AU here, but Carl did get finished off in the backlines.
There's no
could be an
buyback
opportunity. We'll see. Bosku activates his own Stampede. Retreat for Blacklist rivalry.
Raven has BKB.
He's trying to heal back up thanks to the Depth Trap. Bosku, though, got caught in the shards. And
he's going to be pounded.
I don't know who stole the shot. Oh, it was the Morphling.
Yep.
It was the Morphling. Bosku's dead. Carl dies as well.
Oh, that's a kill on to Bosku without buyback.
Unless
that's Megas at least.
Yeah.
This Morph's huge.
What will Blacklist do? We do have one last gobble up.
Toss
that
back.
was a pounce. Oh, sorry, that was a toss back.
Yeah, they forced the BKB and the Wind Waker's going to see shakes the safety. Raven missed.
Raven missed the bounce, but he goes back to the high ground and hitting a Leshrac on the way. We have the Walrus Punch as well for this Lesh. Bob, his healing has been reduced, so it's his damage, but he's going to survive this as Paulus is back in. They turn Tusk into a pig, and now he'll die for 2 minutes as Tim's also gets finished off. Execration,
it's
the
only
kings
Raven.
of 2 O's, they're going to finish off this game. They're going to win the Filipino Derby. Raven alone versus 5. He's not strong enough. He's been flattened. The Asians being destroyed. Execration showing the old guard. There's a new Pinoy team in town.